Morning, Mike.
It's another week, another Wayne and Mike's coffee morning.
I know it's been snowing.
Yeah, it's snowing here as
It's
well.
good because it makes my garden look like everybody else's.
Very good. Yeah, and mine too. Yeah, in fact, I've
Mm.
got another guest this morning.
Good.
Well, I can't tell you. I'll bring them in. I love this bit. Hello.
Ah, Joe,
Hello.
my mate, my best mate. How are you?
Are you all right, love?
All
Yeah,
right,
good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah, you
good.
got
Yeah,
heat on your t-shirt.
I'm 100% average.
This is coffee morning.
This coffee morning, Joe. You got your coffee?
No, I don't drink coffee. It gives me a headache. I don't like caffeine. Hey,
Everyone's moaning about going back to normal, aren't they?
yeah, but it's normal for you, this anyway, isn't it?
Well, I fucking hate normal. Because
You laugh like a velociraptor.
I've got a joke for you.
What is it?
I think you might be able to use it.
Yeah,
I got on the plane
yeah,
and next to me was a guy with the dog.
yeah.
And I said, you can't have the dog in here. He said, oh, you'll love this dog. So about half an hour into the flight, the dog ran off, come back, kissed the owner on the left cheek. So what's the all about? Said, oh, he's found a knife in the hold. About half an hour went by, dog Ralph come back, licked the owner on the right cheek. So what's the all about? So he's found a gun. About an hour more went by, the dog Ralph come back, and pooed all over the owner's lap. I said, what's you found? He said, a bomb.
I can't believe you said pooed.
You remember when I told you
Yeah.
what year was that, Joe?
Oh, it must have been 2001, wasn't it? 20 years ago, do you reckon?
Yeah, something like. And there were one night
Yeah,
when we used to stay at the travelling, didn't we?
yeah,
One night I got there late with the driver.
yeah.
Reynard had said to the receptionist, because she told me, he said, there's a guy coming in. Went up with his driver, and they act all normal, but they're actually a couple of raving homosexuals.
Yeah.
So they'll probably have rough sex and wreck the room.
Yeah.
Just so I tell you, when he would say that morning when he just got out of prison. She went, what for? I don't know. She went, no, tell me. I went, just don't look at me in the eye. And she went, what was he in for? And he murdered the hotel reception. The cactus pants.
Joe, there's a story I want to hear about you and Wayne in a toilet in Las Vegas.
Okay. Do you not know this story then? Right.
No.
So, after my mum died, I took my dad and little Joe to Vegas, and Dobbo said, it kept asking me, when was I going? When was I going? Where was I staying? So I said, yeah, why do you want to know? Well, I just wondered, where are you going to stay? He said, well, because I've stayed there a lot. I need to know where you're staying. So I had, I think little Joe must have been about 12, 13 at the time then. So it's 20 years ago. So yeah, so Joe would have been 11 then. And my dad, 20 years ago, would have been 68. And my dad's legs were gone at that point. And neither of them liked travelling. We get to the hotel, we were staying at Caesar's Palace, and it's like 3 o'clock in the morning, and I've had a real hell of a journey, and it was just a nightmare. And so I've got 11-year-old, 68-year-old, and one of them wants to go to the toilet, one's hungry, one wants to go to sleep, and they're both whinging at me for different reasons. And I thought, I've had enough of this, I should have come on my own. And then I feel something tugging. I'm in the queue trying to get into my hotel room, just actually in the foyer. And I feel something tugging at me. I think, oh God, what's this now? I turned around. There's Dobbo sitting next to me. There's Dobbo. What are you doing here? And he was just sitting there wetting his knickers, laughing at me. He'd arranged to go on holiday at exactly the same time that we was going to go. I was like, oh no, what am I going to do now? What? So of course we eventually get into the room, and it was the best holiday I'd ever had, because my dad had he used to fart so much, it was like a yak, right? And we was in a room next door. Me and Joe was and then my dad was in another room. We'd go in the morning, and I'd have to hold my breath before I went into his room. And I'd say to Joe, right, keep him busy, show him some magic while I open the windows. And I'd open them because it smelled like mustard gas. It was like the First World War in there. So we meet Dobbo as often as we could. And then I think we'd been to see some show in the afternoon, hadn't we? And it was in the foyer of, what's the one with the volcano outside?
Mirage.
Yeah. We're in the foyer of the Mirage, right? And Dobbo's going, I need the toilet. What are we going to do? We're going to need the toilet. Well, we're staying at the Mirage at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were staying. Yeah, we were staying at Mirage. Yeah, that's where we stayed. It wasn't Caesar's, it was Mirage. And he said, I need the toilet. So I'll take you then, come on, let's go. So we run around to this, in the foyer bit, and there's a disabled toilet. That's the nearest disabled one. And it had a sign that said, out of order. And Dobbo's going, oh no, it's out of order. I'm going to wet myself. We've got to find another one. We've got to find another disabled toilet somewhere. I said, well, that could be anywhere in here. So it's going to take hours to find the next one. Yeah. Better off going to my room. Let's go to my room. Right? And it was we were going to your room, you said, wasn't it? We'd go to your room. Yeah, it was your room. Yeah. And so you went, the best thing to do is go to my room. So, okay, where is it? It was, so I'm like on the 28th floor. Okay, so I'm running through the foyer, get into the lift, and then we're going up the lift, and he's going, I need to go. I'm going to wet myself. Well, hold on to it. I'll just hold on to it. Just hold on to it. I can't. I'm going to wet myself. So, of course, we get up on the floor, 28th floor, come out the lift, and it's like great, huge. It's like, it's like 100 yards down the bottom there. And I'm running down the corridor, and outside of his room, there's the cleaner there. There's got the big trolley outside, and it's in the doorway. I went, oh no, get out, the cleaner's in the doorway. I went, don't worry about it, just get in there. So we dive in, the door's already open. We dive in the room, and then we go in the toilet, and then the cleaner's in the living room, in the bedroom, going, no, you go. And I'm going, it's all right, it's his room, don't worry, look, and I'm waving the key. It's all right, just don't worry about it. And she's banging on the door. So I said, look, he needs a toilet. He's disabled. We've got to go and have a wee. And she's still banging on the door. So the way I'd get him out of his wheelchair, as you know, I'd stand opposite him, put his knees on my knees, and I'd open his arms, and I'd pull him up so he's looking at me. And then while he's looking at me, he's standing level with me, I'll get my hands down, and I undo his trousers, and drop his trousers and pants, and then I'd spin him round, and I'd put him on the toilet. That's it, job done. But today, I'm still doing exactly the same thing. I've got my knees on his knees, but we've got some Mexican woman banging on the door going, you go, like that. And I'm shouting, I go, it's all right, it's his room, don't worry about it. And he's laughing at me, and I'm laughing at him. She's going, you go, like that. And I'm spinning him round. And then as I spin him round, I catch sight of him with his trousers and pants around his ankles. And he looked at himself as well, with trousers and pants around his ankles. I looked at him, he looked like me. It looked like somebody at the Freddie Mercury party. And we both stand there laughing at each other. We laughed so much that I can't hold him because I'm laughing. I'm going to drop you. And he's going, I'm going to wet myself. And I'm laughing at him. He's laughing at me. And we've got the woman going, but you go. And in the end, he just wets himself all over me. He wheezes all over me, right? And also, I can't hold him anymore. Dobbo, you weed over me. He went, oh no, right? She said, you go. And I went, it's all right, it's his room, love. And I drop him so hard that we break the toilet. The cistern breaks and there's water squirting out everywhere. I'm covered in wee, he's covered in wee. He's rolling about the floor in his own wee of water from the cistern. He's like a slug on the floor. And I'm on the floor laughing at him. He's laughing at me. We're both sitting in this pile of water and we just laugh. And this one goes, you go. I'm going, don't worry, it's his room, love. So anyway, eventually we get ourselves into some sort of form of humans again, and I'll get him up back onto his chair, I'll put his trousers up. We're both soaking wet from his wee and the toilet from the system that was broken. Get him in the chair, unlock the toilet, and I wheel him out, and the woman's going, you go, you go. I said, don't worry, love, it's his room. And as we walk out, we're pushing out, she's really shouting at us, right?
Right.
And she shuts the door behind us. We look behind us, and it's not even his room. We was in someone else's room. We went, oh no, we actually went and broke the toilet in someone else's bog. It was brilliant, wasn't it?
Oh no.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
It was great, the magic conventions, though, wasn't it? That was the best days. I'd push him around, and the amount of, I think we got up to, how many did we go? About 48 in one day, didn't it?
Yeah.
We got as many, what did we do? We go up to as many people
We
as we
got
could.
one guy twice.
Oh, we did, didn't we? And he
Yeah,
said sorry
yeah.
both times.
And then you say we get him again.
Yeah.
We'll
Yeah,
try
we
and make him bleed.
We just go at the bash of the people's ankles from behind and wait for them to turn around and go, do you mind? And when they'd see Dobbo in the wheelchair, they'd turn around to us and go, oh, sorry. And we go, oh, it's all right, don't worry. And it was us going at them all the time. We got up to 48 one day. It was brilliant, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Well, that's not going to work anymore now because everybody that's watching this is going to know what you're up to.
No, I know.
Oh, that's brilliant. That's brilliant.
Yeah.
So you busy, Joe? Have you got anything going at the moment?
Yeah, at the moment, what am I doing at the moment? I've written this short, I've written a book of short horror stories. So I did another one during the last lockdown, and I'm getting one of those made into a short film to try and get some funding to make the book into a full movie. And I'm rehearsing a play at the moment called April in Paris with Sarah Earnshaw, who did Betty with me and some others do have them. And hopefully we've got a starting date of May the 5th. Depends what goes on with the current situation. But if it all opens up, we're going back on the road with that. And then some others do have them again next year.
Brilliant, because I missed the first run.
Oh, well, that was, we only had 3 weeks of the last one, of the second run. So they've got the whole tour booked again for next year.
If nobody has heard about your book, you should just explain it just quickly.
There's two books now. I said the first one I wrote about 3 years ago called Dead Knobs and Doomsticks. Yeah. I wrote the second one, I said last year, which isn't on Audible yet, that one, right. Because of the lockdown. I've got to go to the studio and do that second one. But yes, short horror stories. And they are really short. They're about 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah, they're great. It's just like bang, quick horror story.
You've got to get the second book. Even if I say so myself, Mike, I've got the hang of it in the first one. Second book is miles better than the second one. And I've got a bloke that worked on Game of Thrones on special effects that's making this movie of the short film to get funding for the major movie on it.
What's the second book called?
It's called Dead Knobs and Doomsticks 2, Tales of the Lockdown. And all stories about being locked down.
Get in the studio because I like listening to it on the thing when I'm driving.
Well, what's good, if you can go to the toilet with it, they're like a toilet room book. You can go to the loo and finish one story in a sitting, and also if you're constipated, it'll sort you right out. It'd be like the dog on his lap. Right, I love you, mate.
Yeah,
thanks for sorting it out, Mike.
No worries. Thank you, mate. See you later.
Bye, love. Bye.
Bye, Joe.
Bye, love. Bye.
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 Thank you so much for joining us this week for Wayne and Mike's Coffee Morning. Please make sure you like, subscribe, and comment on these videos. We'll be back next week for another episode. If in the meantime you have a question for Wayne, please leave it in the comment section and I will endeavour to make sure that I get Wayne to answer it for you. In the meantime, take care, stay safe, and we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.